The objective of this lesson is to use area models to make connections between multiples of fractions and multiplication of a fraction by a whole number. This lesson builds on a previous lesson where students used their knowledge of repeated addition to determine the answers to fraction multiplication equations. In this lesson, students will develop an understanding that the numerator is multiplied by the whole number with this total written over the denominator. This is not directly instructed, but gives students the opportunity to discern this pattern on their own. Let's use a yellow hexagon and call this our whole. How could we model this whole using green triangles? It looks like it will take 6 green triangles to make the whole, so each triangle represents 1/6 of the whole. Now let's take 10 green triangles. How can we group these shapes to make a design? One way might be like this. How many 1/6 were used? Counting them, we have 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6, 6/6, 7/6, 8/6, 9/6, 10/6. By regrouping the triangles this way, it's easy to see the one whole, so this could also be 1 whole and 4/6. If we write the repeated addition equation for this design, it would be 1/6 plus 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 1/6, or the multiplication equation 10 times 1/6. If we use the hexagon again as the whole, which pattern block would model thirds? It looks like it takes 3 blue rhombi to make the whole. What unit fraction multiplication equation could be used to explain this model? 3 times 1/3 equals 1. Now let's take some extra blue pattern blocks to show 9/3. If we line these up, how many iterations of 1/3 were used to model 9/3? It looks like 9. What unit fraction multiplication equation can be used to explain the model? 9 times 1/3 equals 9/3. If we arrange the rhombi this way, is there another non-unit fraction multiplication equation that can be used to explain this model? 3 times 3/3 equals 9/3. The objective of this lesson was to use area models to make connections between multiples of fractions and multiplication of a fraction by a whole number. We met this objective by having students use pattern blocks to build multiples of a fraction and notice patterns between repeated addition and the corresponding multiplication equations.